Begin tonight with confirmation from DA Fani Willis that she has a, quote, personal relationship with a key aide in the Trump prosecution, but she denies anything improper. Good evening, I'm Russ Spence.
I'm Courtney Bryant. This is the first time Willis has responded.
Let me ask you guys a question. We're going to do a quick survey question. Is being a homewrecker improper? If being a homewrecker is improper, give me a thumbs up. If it's not, give me a thumbs down.
To a motion asking the court to dismiss all charges in the election interference case, accusing the DA of a conflict of interest. Fox 5 team reporter Randy Travis has spent the afternoon poring over the 176-page response. There's a lot in there, Randy.
There was a lot, Courtney. Yeah, Fani Willis went to great lengths in her response to hopefully to convince Judge Scott McAfee there is no need for a hearing February 15th to decide whether this relationship is fatal to the criminal case. But one defense attorney is already challenging the DA's response. The allegations stem largely from a contentious divorce involving a key prosecutor in the Trump election interference case. Nathan Wade's estranged wife accused him of having an affair with DA Fani Willis, while at the same time...
Man, Fani Willis was going around. She's actually living that old slime life. She up there prosecuting young slime life, but Fani Willis is out here living the old slime life. Would you guys agree? This is old slime life work right here.
Willis paying him $650,000 so far to run point on the high-profile racketeering investigation.
How many people would say that she's a female simp? If you guys would say that she's a female simp, give me that thumbs up in the comment section. If you guys wouldn't say that she's a female simp, give me a thumbs down. She's a modern female simp who was willing to jeopardize. She has such good judgment. She's willing to jeopardize her career that she worked her entire life to get over some dick, over some DNA, over some dick and attention. This is a leader.
Attorneys for Michael Roman, one of the remaining 15 defendants, accused Willis of personally profiting from those payments because Wade paid for their vacations to California and the Caribbean. Two other defendants joined the motion to dismiss the entire case.
The indictment brings felony charges against Donald.
What was going on in California and the Caribbean? She one of these type of people that I could see literally trying to look for any YouTube video or any social media content that criticizes her and then trying to strike it and get it removed. Don't she seem like that type? If you guys think that she seems like that type, give me a thumbs up. If she doesn't, give me a thumbs down.
John Trump.
But in her response, Willis called the allegations salacious, based on public relations strategy, not legal argument. She included a sworn statement from Wade, the first time he's talked under oath about the allegations. Wade did admit a personal relationship with Willis, but one that started in 2022, months after he was hired as a special prosecutor. As for the amount of money he's made in the case, Willis explained, quote, Special Prosecutor Wade made much more money than the other special prosecutors, only because Wade did much more work. She included many examples of Wade's legal experience, even pointing out that the defense attorney who filed a motion suggesting he was unqualified actually endorsed him in 2016 when Wade ran for a judgeship, praising his experience.
Oh man, this is super mess. Oh man, this is super mess.
A response to Willis challenging the timeline of the DA's admitted relationship with Wade, among other points. At the moment that February 15th hearing is still on, Willis and Wade still subpoenaed to testify.
Well, another judge asked Fani Willis what she was thinking with regard to a different issue, a fundraiser that she held. Obviously, Ashley Merchant's hoping that perhaps this judge might think the same thing about this thing.
Yeah, with Burr Jones, exactly. Another unforced error. Fani Willis has been criticized for having this relationship. But again, it's going to be up to the judge here, not just to decide whether this is a conflict of interest, but whether to even hold the evidentiary hearing, because that could be a far greater impact on the case if Fani Willis is under oath answering questions about this relationship.
All right. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
We'll be watching for it.
Randy, thanks.
That's right.
All right, so there's that. Let me see. So we got one more that we're going to check. And this is I think this is Fani Wilson's statement on it. All right. We're going to check out her statement and see what she said. Probably just a bunch of, probably just a bunch of, explaining. She's going to be sitting up here doing this, explaining for the most part.
Differing opinions tonight by legal experts after District Attorney Fani Willis confirmed her personal relationship with a key aide in the Trump prosecution. But Wade says it was after
Facts,
he was
Maximus
fired. She
Royalty.
responded to a motion asking
Big
the court
facts.
to dismiss all charges in the election interference
Shout
case,
out to Two
accusing
Factor.
her of a
What's good with
conflict
it,
of
bro?
interest. In a 176-page document, she and the DA's office called the attempt by one of the defendant's lawyers to disqualify her and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade a salacious effort.
Whether or not legally it's enough to get an order to disqualify her, again, as I say, it's too early. But I think she's...
Now, when you're in one of these type of situations, they're going to do whatever they can. They're going to either try to get this case out of the courtroom or they're going to try to win, which is one of the reasons why you got to keep yourself as clean as you can. Or if you're going to do dirt, then actually do dirt and don't get caught. Don't be messy. You know what I'm saying? She didn't do either one. They were all in the open with this, which is one of the reasons why no kind of special investigation needed to be done to figure any of this stuff out, because they made it all real easy. They got nobody to blame for any of this failure except for themselves. Would you guys agree? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, give me a thumbs down. If you behave like this and do these kind of things, then you can't get upset when these kind of things come back to bite you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You feel me? And real quick, shout out to everybody that's watching. We got 22 people up in here and we got 20 likes. If everybody can bang on that like button. If you guys haven't shared the video, if you guys haven't subscribed and you're watching, make sure you do all the above. And let's try to get to 30.
Looking at this, I think she's looking at an investigation by the state Senate. I think she's almost certainly going to be investigated for possible removal by the prosecuting attorney's qualifications commission. She's in a lot of trouble, I think.
In such a high-profile case, it would have just been better to get it out there and not let the public be surprised by a filing, which I still don't see how it affects the case in chief. I don't see how it changes whether or not the
shout out to John Guillory. What's good with it, bro?
Committed the actions they're accused of done.
One of the defendant's attorneys accused Wade and Willis of profiting significantly from the prosecution at the expense of taxpayers,
shout out to Faye.
saying Wade used some of the money he earned on the case to take Willis on vacations.
I think it's a very serious issue. And I think Judge McAfee will take it very seriously. And I think...
Now, let me ask you guys this. I just want to ask you guys this. What do you all think made Fani Willis decide to do this? What made her think that this was a good idea to do? What did she think that she was going to get away with it? Did she think that she had so much power that something like this wouldn't come back to haunt her? Why do you guys think that she did this?
Every bit of information that comes out continues to put the district attorney in a bad light.
What's being alleged is that two consenting adults that ended up having a relationship that was more than a professional relationship after he started his job, decided to have dinners together, decided to have trips together. I don't see the conflict. Somebody having a personal relationship is not a conflict as to whether or not they can perform their duty as an attorney or as a prosecutor.
Well, now here's the thing. I get what he's saying, but at the same time, though, it makes you ask the question of why this stuff was hidden and what kind of judgment you have. If you're using good judgment or if you're using bad judgment, or if you're trustworthy versus if you're not. You know what I mean? So we got an article here from the Associated Press. Let me see. Hold on real quick. And it says, Fani Willis acknowledges a personal relationship with the prosecutor she hired in Trump's Georgia case. All right. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis acknowledged in a court filing on Friday having a personal relationship with a special prosecutor she hired for the Georgia election interference case against former President Donald Trump, but argued there are no grounds to dismiss the case or to remove her from the prosecution. Now, let me ask you guys a question. Do you all feel that she needs to be removed? Do you all feel that this is grounds to get her up out of there? Or do you guys think not? Let me know what you guys think. Me personally, I think that this is just more embarrassing than anything. I don't think that this has anything to do with the actual prosecuting of this case involved. And I don't see how any of this could be a conflict of interest other than him being picked because she might have favoritism towards him, and him being paid whatever he's getting paid because, again, of her possibly having favoritism towards her or towards him, but her actually prosecuting the case. Think about this, if she picked him and he is unqualified, like they said, that would actually put the case at a disadvantage. That would actually make it where the case would be less prosecutable because she picked somebody who doesn't have the qualifications, which again, we don't know if he doesn't have the qualifications. This is just what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Patrick Taylor. Patrick Taylor says, I would say no, but I would step aside for another prosecutor. If you guys agree with Patrick, give me a thumbs up. If you guys disagree, let me know in the comments why you disagree. Shout out to my man, John Guillory. John said, hey, Rob, you got to check that last live stream that Moxie approved. I caught it live, and your boy Rogish was there, and it was a good Rogish called into Moxie's stream. That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's good, man. I didn't even know Moxie was live, man. I passed out. I try to never miss Moxie's live streams, but I was knocked out. I seen that he did one and it had Paul Mooney on the thumbnail. You know I'm going to check out the replay. And Rogish called in, huh? That's what's up, man. Rogish a good dude, man. Moxie and Rogish good dude, man. Them some good fellas, man. You know what I'm saying? If y'all not subscribed to either one of their channels, to Moxie or to Rogish, make sure y'all go check them out. If one of the moderators could put their channel links, Moxie approved, and Rogish, the Buildmonger, into the chat, that'd be great. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. Hold on real quick. All right. So now here it says Willis hired Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade in November of 2021 to assist her investigation into whether the Republican ex-president and others broke any laws as they tried to overturn his loss in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. Since Trump and 18 others were indicted in August, Wade has led the team of lawyers Willis assembled to prosecute the case. Among the acts listed in the indictment was a January 2nd, 2021 phone call in which Trump urged fellow Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to help find the 11,780 votes needed to overturn his election loss to Democrat Joe Biden. Trump has pleaded not guilty, and his attorneys have said he was within his rights to challenge election results. The filing was the first time that Willis or Wade has directly addressed the allegations of a relationship in the nearly 4 weeks since they first surfaced in a filing by a defendant in the election case. In an affidavit accompanying the filing, Wade said that in 2022, he and the district attorney had developed a personal relationship in addition to their professional association and friendship. But he also said that he never lived with Willis or shared a financial account or household expenses with her. He said none of the funds paid to him as part of the job have been shared with Willis in an attempt to undercut defense lawyer claims of a conflict of interest. Now, to me, right, this is just one of those kind of situations that it would be the smartest thing for you to do would be to try to avoid this kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? The smartest thing would be to try to avoid something like this. You actually want to try to be out of any type of conflict situation and be focused on the case so that there's nothing that anybody can bring in from the outside and get out of whatever it is that you're trying to do on a technicality. You know what I'm saying? If you guys agree, give me a thumbs up. If y'all disagree, give me a thumbs down. Let's check out this video real quick that they got right here.
District Attorney Fani Willis is being called to testify about her relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Wade has also been subpoenaed by one of the lawyers representing a co-defendant in the Georgia election interference case.
And good day's Mark Teichner's live at the Fulton County Courthouse with more on this developing story. Mark, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And this all stems from the allegation made by that lawyer that District Attorney Willis and Special Prosecutor Wade are involved in some kind of inappropriate romantic relationship. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis has been subpoenaed to testify about a relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Wade is also expected to be called to the stand during a February 15th hearing. A lawyer for Michael Roman, one of the defendants in the Georgia election interference case, accuses Willis and Wade of being inappropriately romantically involved. She also claims Willis's office is withholding information and has violated the Georgia Open Records Act. A spokesperson for the
oh man, Maximus, you got me dead. That's hilarious. Hold on real quick. I don't know why this did this. Hold on. Real quick, you guys, if you all haven't smashed that like button, please take a moment, smash that like button.
Pushed back on the open records claim, saying the defense has been provided with all the information it's entitled to. That spokesperson didn't comment on the subpoenas. Former President Donald Trump and co-defendant Robert Shealy have both joined in with Roman's motion, which asks the judge to dismiss the sweeping indictment and remove both Willis and Wade from the case.
Now, here's the thing, right? Regardless of what anybody finds as a result of this, there's nothing in this that would make them stop going after Trump, right? Like, Trump is going to have to go through his trial, and if they find him guilty, then they find him guilty, and he'll be able to appeal it. And if they find him not guilty, you know, he'll be not guilty. But the only thing that this would have a consequence on, if you ask me, would be Fani Willis and this guy Wade. I don't see how this would just automatically make it where Trump's case has to be thrown away. That doesn't make any sense.